The damaged section of the road, which is a few meters away from the Pakwach Bridge, the main gateway to the West Nile sub-region, gave way last week after it was swept away by the over-flooded River Tangi. The devastation came on the back of an intense 2 weeks of rains across many parts of the country.
Politically, there's a problem. It's like you are rejecting West Nile by cutting us from crossing this way and cutting government services from crossing that way. So people are saying, are we part of Congo now?
In my constituency right now, all the roads and bridges are down because of the recent rains.
Unfortunately, the Uganda National Roads Authority, a body charged with the implementation of the 20,000 kilometers of the national highway, is constrained to keep up with the task. The authority is bogged down by budget suppression, little or failed releases of the appropriated funds.
In the first quarter, we got no funding at all for GOU, but work continued. So while we could not even pay the debt, contractors have continued submitting certificates.
A high level of debt has further complicated the situation, with the component growing by 145% to over 500 billion shillings in the last financial year, up from 215 billion shillings in 2020-21.
Pay off debt so that it stops accumulating the way it is accumulating like this. If we have 848 billion in debt, growing at 342 million shillings daily, and we are not paying that debt, and we are adding more roads, unfunded, more roads onto this commitment, how do you expect any road to be done in this country?
This matter was a shocker for MPs.
342 million shillings daily. That's a huge cost to the country. The question is, was this 528 billion covered in this financial year's budget?
Related concerns on the state of roads shifted to the plenary session that in every sitting is confronted by similar concerns from the MPs. There appear to be consensus about the cause of the poor state of the roads, which have to do with the failed full implementation of the road fund.
The problem is that money is collected by Uganda Revenue Authority and put in the consolidated fund, and finance gives the Uganda Road Fund what it thinks it should give, 25% instead of the 100%. So the problem, Right Honourable Speaker, is not UNRA, is not Uganda Road Fund. The problem rests with the Minister of Finance, which has refused to remit funding to the districts as per the Road Fund Act.
Kajina blamed parliamentarians too for being part of the problem through the frequent demand for construction of more roads, which end up as unfunded priorities. The need to concentrate efforts on the present backlog was emphasized by the management of the Roads Authority if there is to be improvement of the situation. Jackson Onyango, reporting for NTV at Parliament.